Hi everyone, today I want to share a really cute stamp set. I thought it was so adorable in the catalog, and it's a really inexpensive one too, so I really loved it. It's called Sharing Sunshine, super cute, and I just fell in love with the little images, and the samples in the catalog were so adorable, and so I just had to have it. It was on my very first order from the new catalog. And it's just such a simple set. Normally, you gravitate towards the big deal things, the sweets with all the dies and everything. But this one is so simple, and you can use it with punches or dies that you already have for circles. And the shape would also make a really nice moon. And it's just adorable. So I want to share a couple projects that I made with it. First off, I made treat bags. And I needed treat bags because I was giving them to, it's the end of the school year, and so at our church we'd kind of take a break from we send out, during COVID, we've been sending kind of lesson bags to the kids' houses. So we're taking a break for the summer and then deciding what to do in the fall. So I made little bags for all the kids, kind of the last of the lessons for the summer, and anyway, so this was the bags. And then I thought this would be a really cute enjoy your summer for teachers too. So for my kids' teachers too, this would be a really cute little bag. Enjoy your summer. Now this is not a stamp. And you can leave this off. In fact, on the kids' ones, I just left it off. Because, they're kids and they just want to have the treats. So they know it's about summertime. They can kind of get the idea. But for the teacher bags, I decided I wanted an enjoy your summer. Or something like that. And I just did this on my computer. Now, if your computer allows you to stamp on cardstock, that's perfect. Mine does. If I go through, I have like a little back area, and it lets you print directly onto cardstock, so that's kind of nice. So I just did that. But you don't have to. You can leave that part off. Or this would be a really cute treat bag. You can just find the word. We have some stamps that say enjoy and just leave off the summer part, or a treat for you, or thank you for teachers. Anything like that would be perfect. So in fact, this has a thank you, so I could have used that for the teachers, and they would get the idea. Anyway, super cute. Enjoy your summer. And then I was going to make it with just regular designer series paper, just some kind of pattern. And then I remembered this really fun paper, and so I want to show you that. It's in a collection called Beauty of the Earth, and it's meant to go with a tree stamp. But it's a great pack of paper, and you're going to want to get this whether or not you get the tree stamp, and maybe you're going to get the tree one too. But look at this. It's got a nice sky, and it's kind of got a watercolor wash sky. On the back there's some beautiful leaves, and I love that they made them kind of fall, and the blues and the orange. It's really pretty. Okay, so that's one of the papers, and then the green I used for the grass is another of the watercolor washes in a green, old olive, and then look at the back. Really fun trees, and I like to watercolor, so that's really fun to me, a nice little row of trees. But then look what else is in here. So even if you're not going to do that, nice wood grain background, that's totally fun. This one here, I want to make sure you see this paper pack, because this is I'm going to go through a lot of this one. Here you've got like a close-up, like you're really in the trees, and that's going to be fun with that tree stamp that I was telling you about. So look that up. Beauty of the Earth Suite. Look at this one. It's like a watercolor wash of pine trees, the tops of pine trees. And then this, so pretty. And you can divide this paper in half and then make card fronts. So you can get 6 card fronts with this as your background. So pretty. Here's the back of that. And then here, this is gorgeous greenery. And then here you've got like a winter pine. I mean, it's just gorgeous, this whole paper pack. And I know I'm going to use it a lot. Here's just a fun pattern. Fall leaves. And then look at that. Love it. Love it. Okay, here's that grass again. I think I'm repeating. Yep, I'm repeating. Anyway, this is called Beauty of the Earth. I love it. You're going to use this paper a lot. I think it's gorgeous, and I just love every page. I like this one. It looks like you're laying down and looking up into trees, because see how they're coming out from the side. So you almost want to leave it as is, but imagine it cut up, and you can see that you have some beautiful fall paper. Okay, so that's what I used here and here for my grass. Whoops. So I want to show you how to make this pinch box. It's called a pinch bag or pinch box, and I make it all the time because it's so fast and easy, and I needed 24, and so I was able to make 24 just sitting down in one evening. And then I made this card because I needed a birthday card, and this was already on my desk, and how cute. Happy birthday, sunshine. And I wanted to use this sun again on a card because it's just so stinking cute. And then I remembered these little cloud dies. Now these cloud dies are in a die set that doesn't have a stamp set. It's just a standalone die set. And it's called oh, what is it called? Bordering basics, basic borders, and you get 6 die edges, and one of them is this cloud, and they all have this pretty stitching detail, and this is really cute scallops. I've used a few of them. I've used the scallop one and the rounded edge, and then this time I'm using the cloud edge, and I think the whole thing is really cute. A rick-racky type looking thing. This looks like it could be like a kerchief or a lacy edge, and you can imagine how these would look great on cards or envelopes. So really fun basic borders dies, and here's what I used for the clouds, and I thought that was so cute. Okay, anyway, I want to show you how to put this card together, some tips on the dies, and how to put together a pinch box, because it's so easy, and you're going to want to have this in your lineup for when you need a really quick party favor. You can decorate them any way. You know, you can make this Christmassy and baby shower. You know, this is such a great little box to have for just any occasion, and it's not too small but not too big either, so you can get, you know, something nice in here. You can, if you're making party favors for your crafter friends, you can put a glue in there, or you can do you know, kids, you can do little, I put little bubbles in the kids, little miniature bubbles, and some Skittles and stuff in the kids ones. And then for teachers, you can do, you know, lotion, hand lotion, or a lip balm, or, you know, teas or whatever. Anyway, and it'll fit a gift card, so perfect size little bag. Let's put it together. I'm going to start with the bag, and what you need for that is a square, and you can adjust this square. You can go bigger, or, you know, smaller is kind of tough actually, but you can go bigger if you need a bigger bag. And then you need a designer series paper, and I made this one to fit around here. So this is a 3-inch square, and I'm going to make a 2-inch base, which means I need at least 8 inches to go around, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. So then I cut this at 8.5. So if you go bigger here, then you need to go longer here. So keep that in mind. So if you're trying to make something, you know, you've got 12 inches to play with, but you need a little bit of overlap. So this one, even though I need 8 inches, I needed 8.5 because I need a little bit of overlap. Okay, so then I've got my 3-inch square. And what you're going to do is you're going to score a 1/2 inch all the way around. So I'm going to just score 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Next, you're just going to grab your paper snips, and you're going to cut some flaps here. So I'm just cutting flaps on either end. Okay, and you're just going to make this into your base, like so. I'm just going to grab a little bit of my liquid glue, whoa, and hold this for a minute so that I can get it all nice and stuck together. You can do this 2 sides at a time, but if you just, I think, hold it for about a count of 5, it'll be stuck enough to where you can move. Alright, that was a count of 5. Let's see. Oh, maybe a little more pressure on this size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, just a tiny bit more. It's a little humid in my room today because it's rainy. I wonder if we'll get rain on Memorial Day. We're going to grill. We'll see. Okay, so I've got my box base. And then you're going to wrap that with tear tape. Tear tape is great for this because it's so easy to hold in your hand and wrap around. So I love it. You're going to just kind of start somewhere. You can start on an end or a middle. It doesn't matter. And just go all the way around. Okay. Next, you're going to add your designer series paper. So take that backing off. Now here you do want to start in the middle somewhere. So find a middle and start. So place it down and then just wrap it around. And as you go, it's called a pinch box or pinch bag because you're going to just kind of get it there and then just kind of pinch that corner a little bit. And then go down, pinch it around that corner. Go around. Ooh, I'm off a little bit. Try to stay level. I went a little off. Oops. Okay. Now when you get to the last one, don't close it yet. You're going to add some tear tape right here. Okay, now here you're going to go around. All right. And then you want to get your hand in here and seal it shut. Okay, and that's that. And then it's also mostly called a pinch bag because you're going to pinch it closed here, and then you're going to pinch it closed with a ribbon or some kind of tie. Now I wanted to add grass just for fun, so I cut a strip of that green, and I also cut it at 8.5. At least I meant to. I'm not sure if I did or not. Yep, I did. Okay, so then I'm going to make grass by just snipping these. Now, I happen to have some scissors that'll cut, they're called fringe scissors, and it'll cut all these little fringes at one time. But I'm doing it by hand now. I didn't do that by hand for all the 24 that I had to make for all the kiddos and teachers, but I'm going to do it by hand for you because you might not have fringe scissors, and it's really simple. It's just a little tedious. And you see how I'm going? And actually by hand is kind of nice because then it's not all the same size. You've got some more variety. So I'm going almost all the way down, but I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch from the end, which is about the width of a tear tape. Almost there. This would be cute for a party favor for a summertime birthday party too, maybe a pool party. If you have a kid's birthday in the summer, this would be fun for that too. I used to sing to my children. I had 3 different songs that I sang to them at night when they were babies. One of them was Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, of course. One of them was You Are My Sunshine. And the third one was I See the Moon. I don't know if you're familiar with those. If you are, tell me. But anyway, I thought this was stamp. I saw a sample in the catalog where they used the stamp as a moon too, and I thought, you know, I could use the moon. Part of the lyric is hiding behind the apple tree. I see the moon sees me hiding behind the apple tree. So I thought I could tuck a moon behind the apple tree. I've got these little thoughts in my head, you know, what I want to make. And my kids would right away know what that is because I sang it to them all the time. Okay, so you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to wrap your base of your box, and this you're only going to do if you're adding grass, so when you make this box for other occasions, if you're not putting anything at the bottom, you can skip this step. And I have a video, actually I made a Halloween bags, so you can, if you look through my video, find my treat box playlist. I did a playlist of treat boxes because I always make treat boxes for things, and you can find my other pinch boxes. So you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to wrap. Make sure you press it down. Try to be level. Alright, until you get to the end. And then if you want to rough up your grass, you could do that. There was a stamp. Oh, was it this year or last year with a little lawnmower man mowing the lawn for Father's Day? That could be fun if you bought that one. Or it was a guy in a hammock. You could put that on there. Anyway, super cute. I love this. I love the sky and the grass. I don't know why. It's silly, but super cute, and I really like it. And I think it's perfect for beginning of summer for the teachers. So next you're going to kind of pinch it closed and grab, if you have a hole puncher, Okay, I've got a couple different size hole punchers, so I'm going to just see if this is the... You don't want one too... If you're using really fat ribbon, you can use a fat hole puncher. I'm using kind of thinnish ribbon. I meant to use this kind of thicker white, and I ran out. And so I went with the thinner white. Okay, so you're just going to do this. And then, here's my tip. This is a dental flosser. And one of my Stampy friends, Lois, hello if you're watching, showed this tip where if you use this dental flosser, you can thread things really easily. And I wish I had the box, but I don't see it. It's usually on my desk somewhere, but desk is kind of a mess. But I would love to show you what it comes in. But if you go by the toothpaste aisle, it's meant, I think, for kids with braces or dentures to kind of floss in and out of those areas. But this is a great way to thread ribbon, and I will show you that. So you're going to put the little ribbon through the dental flosser. Now, if you don't have this, you can put your ribbon next to the hole and kind of poke it through. Do your best. But if you can grab a dental flosser, look at this, how easy that is. You're going to go through the front, and then come back through from the back to front. Oops, it came out. There we go. Thread that through. And voila. Okay, so you're going to fill this before you tie it. Okay, and then you're just going to tie a bow. But first, I want to tie a little knot, and then we're going to make our sun. So you would have filled this with whatever treats you're going to put in there. We're going to make our sun now because I want to put the sun on before tying the bow. Okay, so now we get out our stamps. And I've got some scraps of basic white. And I'm going to use Bumblebee. You can use Daffodil Delight, Crushed Curry, so saffron, pick a yellow. And I'm going to stamp off once and then stamp onto my cardstock. Now I have a punch, so I'm going to use it because, you know, it's here and it's fast. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. But if you don't have a punch, dies, our layering circles dies work perfectly also. And we've got all the different sizes in here, so, you know, that's an option as well. I need two of these because I'm going to do one for our card, so I'm going to do them at the same time. See if I have a clean area. This is kind of a scrap that's been used a lot, as you can see. Alright, can I get there? Okay, so I've got my suns, and now we're going to do the outline of the sun. So I don't know if that'll fit on here, but we'll see. Now for that, I'm going to use the other image, this one that has like the thick rays. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that in Bumblebee also. But this time I'm just going to go full strength. Okay, now let's see if I can get to that. And I just remembered what I did. It's going to make this easier. It's not punch it till after I do the embossing. So is this one big enough? Yes. All right, we need to do that again for our second sun for the card. And this time I'm not going to punch it yet because it'll be much easier to handle. And you will see why. Okay, so we're done with this one. Now I want to emboss with some gold with the smaller rays. So you've got these thick rays, and then you also have these smaller rays. So now I want to do the smaller ones. Okay, so I'm going to do that with Versamark. Now one thing, I want to make sure that this is dry. And we used to sell these. It's called an embossing buddy, and it's nice because it kind of gets the static and the sticky off of your image. We don't have them anymore. I'm kind of bummed about that, but you can just make sure it's thoroughly dry. And then we're going to hit this with our rays. And it's hard to see, so if you need to, it's hard to see where you already went and where you didn't. So the easy way to do that is to just go ahead and emboss it already. You don't have to do it all at once. So I'm going to do that because it's so hard for me to see what area I've already done. So I'm going to add some gold powder. And heat that up. Okay, now I can see where I've already gone and add the other half. Okay, so now that was easier because I was able to hold on to something, and this one I already punched out, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to make it work, but I'll do it on fast forward. Do it this way. Let me punch that out. Okay, now for our suns, we want to add faces. You want to do this before sticking it on there because you want it to not have a dimensional behind it. So there are a couple different faces in the stamp set. This one looks a little bit smirky, huh? Like a little, and then you got this one's a little sunny. I'm going to go with this one, although they're both really cute. This one looks like it's looking down, so maybe if you're doing a moon looking down or a little baby card, I thought these would just be really sweet. I'm surprised they didn't have a You Are My Sunshine. It does have a sunshine stamp, but anyway. Now for the eyes, I did one with just straight bumblebee on top of the faded bumblebee, but then I thought, you know, the Cajun craze is kind of nice. It's a little deeper, so I will show you that. Isn't that cute? Just so cute, just adds personality right off the bat. Alright, like that. And then, for even more cuteness, as if it needed it, I grabbed some Flirty Flamingo and the little dot stamp, this one, for some rosy cheeks. Okay, so you're just gonna, and you're gonna stamp off once to lighten this up. And just add a little rosy cheek to your sun, if you so desire. I think that looks so cute. Let's do that on both of them this time. When I did the 24 little treat bags, I didn't do this, but because it was an extra step. But you know, it's so cute. I wish I had. Okay, so now we're going to attach the sun to our rays. Now on the one with the bag, you need a hole in here. So I'm going to, before I attach it, I'm going to punch a little hole in here. It's just easier to do it before they're attached together. And then grab some dimensionals. And stick your suns on. Now, with the one with the hole in it, you want to make sure your sun's on the right way. You don't want them upside down. Okay, this one doesn't matter. Okay, so let's finish our bag. So for this, I wanted to attach this little sun. I also wanted to add some kind of a tag. Enjoy your summer, enjoy summer. I'm going to cut another one of these out. And again, you can omit this part. I don't know that it's necessary. Okay, now I'm going to get out my little flosser again, if I can find it. It's amazing to me how quickly I lose things on my desk. Here it is. And I'm going to grab the white baker's twine, and I'm going to I need this in the front. See how easy that flosser makes everything? So now you've got your tag, and then you need to get it through here. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you. I'm just going to slip it through behind the knot that I made. I'm going to hang on to it with one hand. I'm just going to slip it through here. And that flosser is going to come in handy again. Alright. And then we're just going to tie this in a little loop knot. And then finish off your bow. Here, so cute. Such a sweet little treat bag, don't you think? Okay, let's finish the card. Card's really quick. Alright, so I'm going to put it on a regular base of thick Whisper White, or basic white now. I keep forgetting to call it basic white. And then for the background, I've got that cardstock again from the Beauty of the Earth. And then I cut out 3 of those cloud pieces. Now I want to show you that cloud die again. Where is it? Now the cloud die is longer than we need, and that's a good thing. And here's my tip for this, is you want to have your clouds, because you're going to layer them, so you want variety. You know, you want to have, not that you want them to line up perfectly. So because it's longer, that's great. So go from one end for one layer, and the other end for the second layer, and that way you've got variety on your card. So you need 3 for this particular card. So you're going to put one down flat, and then you're going to layer, and then the next one is going to go down here, and I need one more. Let me see if this strip, yep, okay. So I happen to have a bunch of scraps of Whisper White, so I'm going to use those. And here's how I did it. I just, for one card, I went, you know, lined it up on one side. For the next one, I moved it over and lined it up on the other side. And then for the bottom one, it doesn't matter. And you can tilt them even if you want to have a little even more variety, because see how they kind of go downward, but you can move them a little bit. You can go in the center, so you can try to get as much variety as you can. In this is 5 1/4, so you get a little bit of play. I will cut this. Okay, so for the card, you're going to lay one of your clouds down flat. Okay, your background cloud, and then the next one, the next layer, which one is my next layer? You're going to pop this one up with a couple dimensionals. Alright, that's nice. And then you're going to turn this one upside down so that the puffs are facing downward, and stick that up with dimensionals. Okay, and then we have a seam, but that's okay. We're going to cover that seam with our ribbon. And I chose this super fun bumblebee gingham. I think it's adorable. The ribbon itself is so cute. Okay, now I wanted to make sure that it didn't move. So for me, for this card, normally I don't do a faux bow. I just do a real bow where I wrap it and tie a bow, but I wanted the seam to not show. So I went ahead and covered the seam with tear tape. And I even went a little bit behind so I can wrap my ribbon. And it's like the exact size of the tear tape. Okay, So then I've got it wrapped around. My seam is covered. And so because of that, I have to do a faux bow, a pretend bow. I mean, it's a real bow, but it's not really part of this ribbon. So I'm going to just cut it out of some scrap. Now, some people do that to save on ribbon because then you're not using so much ribbon to go on a back of a card that no one can see anyway. But I usually just go all the way around. But I get wanting to conserve ribbon, especially this really cute one. Okay, so then I'm just going to tie my little bow, sweet little bow. Let's go ahead and put this down first though. And like I said, I'm putting this on thick basic white. And that is really going to sell us on that sky, the white and the blue. So pretty. And then we're going to add our little sun. How cute. And I'm going to add him flat because he's already got some dimension in this 2 layers. I'm going to tuck it kind of behind a cloud, like so. Alright, let's work on our Happy Birthday Sunshine. Now all I'm going to do here is I have lots of scraps. So I'm going to do Happy Birthday in Misty Moonlight, which is the color of our sky. I think this tag is a little big. Maybe I'll trim it down. We'll see how you think about it when we put the rest of it. And then I'm going to add the word sunshine in the bumblebee. I'm going to tuck it kind of under that Y, like kind of nested behind that Y. You know, I could have used a skinnier piece, but I think I'm going to leave it. Just going to trim off the end. I love using my scraps because it makes me feel like I've accomplished something. I know that's kind of silly, but I have a lot of scraps, so it is an accomplishment to use them. Okay, some dimensionals behind there. And our bow I'm going to put down with some adhesive. I have some glue dots. There. Okay. Happy Birthday Sunshine. Super cute with that paper. The paper kind of does so much work for us, doesn't it? And here is our little Enjoy Summer treat bag. I hope you'll go ahead and look for the other treat bags. I think I have Halloween ones and Christmas ones in my playlist. And take a look at this stamp set in the catalog. It is super cute. I'll have the product list in the video description so you can find it in the catalog. And again, it's called Sharing Sunshine. Super cute. I like this. You bring warmth into my life. Adorable. Super cute. Look at the samples in the catalog too. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll come back again.